What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Pentatonix Hallelujah. This was requested by Michael as one of his monthly requests included in my Patreon membership. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. He said in his message that I mentioned in my reaction to Voctave that I've never really heard any a cappella groups, which is true, and because of that he wants to introduce me to another one, which is Pentatonix, an American group with 5 members. And yeah, I've reacted to Voctave I think around the Christmas time, and I really loved it, but like Michael wrote in his message, I've never really heard anything like that, like a cappella bands, groups. Pentatonix is a name I might have read somewhere or something, but I've never heard anything by them, so I'm really excited to check this one out. I don't know if the song is like an original song, or if based on the title Hallelujah, that's like a cover of the Leonard Cohen song that I of course know. So I'm looking forward to it. If you want to be like Michael and support me and my channel, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can request songs, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content. Like this one, you get requests included monthly and also some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it.
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased
so
the Lord,
it's a cover.
but
Nice.
you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Wow.
Hallelujah. 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 Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Crazy.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
All right. So beautiful.
Hallelujah. Maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you.
It's a very unique
It's
voice.
not a cry that you hear tonight. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a chord and it's a broken hallelujah.
Wow.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I got chills all over my body. Incredible. Wow.
Thank you guys so much for
Hey.
watching this video. We love you so much. We hope you love this song and all the songs on A Pentatonics Christmas. You can get that album. Just look in the description box below.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget.
We love you.
We love y'all.
Okay, this was crazy. I'm so impressed. I'm blown away. Wow. I need to think about what I can say about that. This was absolutely crazy, and I really loved it. Of course, the original song itself is already beautiful, so they've already got that going for them. But the way they reinterpreted it was amazing. All of them who had solo passages have beautiful, unique voices, and then the way all of that is arranged is so creative, special, and just something I've never heard before. They are able to create so much depth and make the song sound so full just with their voices, and with the way the voices work together with those beautiful harmonies. Of course, there were a lot of beautiful harmonies, but also just the way they use the dynamics of their voices with like softer, gentle parts, then the voices swelling as build-ups leading into more climactic parts where they sing with a lot of intensity and power. Then there are sometimes like sudden stops to create pauses. And what's also very impressive and very creative in my opinion is the way, besides like those vocal layerings, those harmonies and those textures, they really use their voices as instruments that are, like I said, sometimes just layers, kind of as chords, working as chords, but sometimes also with real moving melodies, also kind of giving a percussive sound, so to say, with their voices, by not just always like singing long notes in the background, but by singing rhythmic notes. I hope you know what I mean. Kind of complicated what I just said, and there's probably an easier way to describe it, but I think you know what I mean. Especially in the first half of the song, the rhythm is kind of given through the phrasing of the backing vocals. Then in the second half of the song, I would love to hear your explanation, because there are some percussive elements, and I would like to know in the video, it was implied or it was seen as the guy on the left, who stood on the left in the end, was like stomping and pounding on his chest. Is that actually the percussion in the studio track or in the audio? Did they record like claps and stomps and kind of mixed in some reverb and used that as the percussion, or is that just an effect for the video that it looks like that? I couldn't really tell from the sound. I could imagine that it's like just recorded sounds they made their own with stomping, clapping, whatever, and just mixed it in and put some slight effects, definitely some reverb effects and maybe some other little things into it. It could be, but it could also be just like a beat that was produced that has like a similar sound. But please let me know. I would be very interested in that, because if it's really them or him doing those sounds and recording that and kind of making the beat with his body, which I would assume for now because it was seen like that in the video, that's amazing, very creative. It sounded awesome, and it's of course very fitting to this whole thing that there's no instrument at all. Really cool. Another thing that I found really impressive, another highlight for me in the song, is the bass. Whoever sings that has like a very resonant voice. I think I could hear it from the beginning when the first harmonies came in. The bass voice sounds so full, almost vibrating, and through that providing this grounding while still sounding very warm. And that's a great foundation for the song, because it gives so much depth. All of them obviously sing perfectly on point. All of them have very clear, very clean deliveries, and put in a lot of emotion. Standing out for me, besides the bass, who I don't really know who sings it, were the female vocalist. I think she had a great part where she increased the power in her voice, also leading into a very climactic moment. And that build up from soft to intense was very nice. And also the singer with the head, I think you know who I mean, with a higher voice, I think has a really unique voice, really beautiful. He had more like a soft and gentle delivery, and for me maybe the most emotional delivery. He also had some moments where there were some subtle, almost vocal cracks in it, kind of supporting this emotional delivery. So I think, of course, every one of them is a brilliant singer, but those were specific moments that stood out even more for me. That being said, and at least 4 of them having like their solo parts where they can all show that they're great singers. I think it's very cool that no voice really dominates for long. There's just a lot of movement, a lot of versatility in there, a lot of changes just through changing the vocalist, and by that of course changing the way a part is delivered, and of course also through the shifting dynamics I talked about with build-ups, climaxes, restrained parts. Just a very nice development throughout the song. Thank you so much, Michael, for this request and for introducing me to a great artist. I really loved it. I think it's amazing that they were able to impress through their performance, because it obviously is impressive what they can do with their voices, but still create an atmosphere that is so beautiful and so emotional, which makes it kind of seem that it's not just purely about them flexing their skill, but it's about serving the purpose of the song, of this beautiful original song that they definitely did justice to. They took this awesome original song and kind of honored it with it, kept the original core, but made it their own, definitely. So that's one awesome thing about this song, I think, that they balance between the skill of all of them, that's so impressive, but also creating this beautiful sound. And added to all of that, you can definitely hear and feel that just a lot of thought and a lot of creativity went into the arrangement of this song. It's also not just about them singing the song with all their amazing voices and with harmonies, but there's also dynamic shifts, great build-ups just through their swelling voices. There are pauses, there's movement. Sometimes the voices working as instruments just through layering and kind of building a soundscape where the lead vocals are placed over it, so to say, but sometimes also with rhythmic melodies, some percussive sounds they create. Also, I'm just assuming it is like that, the way they include like the clapping, stomping as percussion towards the end of the song. So just a great arrangement and a great performance. I'm really impressed by them, which you can probably tell by the way I stumbled over my thoughts in this reaction. I feel like I've jumped a lot between things that were happening and probably also forgot to talk about other things. I hope my opinions and my thoughts still came across. But it's just because I'm so blown away by them, and I would love to hear more. So please let me know which other songs by them I should react to, or if you have any other artists, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.